pussy. Dripping sweet mango.
Wait a minute. Hold
I'm
up.
just fucking with you. I don't even write erotic shit. My shit come out creepy. She's like, girl, we gotta go. Like, I ain't come here for this. Uh-oh, what are you doing?
I'm doing that.
DJ Gumbo, right?
For real, for real. Saying 15 walls, got the goddamn Fisher Project of New Orleans. Yeah. Put your hands together. I'm sorry.
They ain't everybody this nigga back.
Motherfucker, an inch. Take her.
Hey, it's
I'm taking the whole fucking block. Fucking block.
DJ Nomo.
I got that. Okay. You do Gumbo, because I'm not going to take your shine. I want you to shine. Shit.
It's all about you, big brown sugar.
That's right, baby. Well, I tell you, they be trying to slip shit in on you, like, try to call you like fat on the slide and shit. I'm not fat. I'm just hard to kidnap. You ain't just gonna push me in the van. I can fight.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna do some dramatic poetry shit too. Some poets, they be reading their poem and they like drop pages and shit. I'm gonna do that. That's just cool. That's just cool. Check out how I do it. Check it out.
okay.
It's called I need a woman who can sit in my living room floor in the dark, candles a spark, listening to Coltrane make giant steps while eating apple slices and caramel. She writes protest songs on acoustic guitar all about how bad the world treats a man. She knows the lyrics to all the Nina Simone songs, at least the ones that are about how bad the world treats a man. She makes her own rituals and she and God are doing just fine. She writes her own poetry that opts to listen to mine. Has nothing to hide on the out or inside. Her shower curtain is even see-through. She moans when we make love. She moans when we don't. She walks cool, she talks cool, she's old school. In her opinion, Donny Hathaway will fuck D'Angelo up.
Well, that's
In
the
her
fact.
opinion, the best artists are tragic. Billy, Jimmy, Janice, Kurt, tragic. She's proud of her curves. Hasn't worn a size 6 since she was 6. She loves it. I love coffee, conversation, and art. DJs her own parties on 2 turntables, mixing LL Cool J with Mozart. She's political, analytical, critical, cynical, quick to check me on my shit, but quick to note my accomplishments.
Come on.
Not afraid to feel, but swift to admit when she feels afraid and needs me to hold her and keep the bad things away. She's understanding, at the same time demanding. She doesn't settle for the mundane, but she settles for me, her funny Valentine, less than Greek. She's tolerant of the differences that make up this world, but won't tolerate those who oppose the differences that make up this world.
Come
When
on.
times are rough, she makes them easy. When times are tight, she gives freely. And when I'm not doing right, she loves me enough to leave me.
Rewind.
When times are rough, she makes them easy. When times are tight, she gives freely. And when I'm not doing right, she loves me enough to leave me. She's the oxygen that I breathe. When she's broken, I bleed. I don't need a blunt. She is my treat. And I worship her on my knees. Not only will she carry, but we will plant our seeds. And together we will do good deeds, for she is not what I want. She is what
I need.
Pussy. This next poem is called Drunk for Love. This is a poem dedicated to the fellas, to the ladies. Because sometimes, if we're not as confident as we need to be, some of y'all just too goddamn fine. Clap your hands if you're too goddamn fine. Yes. And so sometimes we don't have the courage
Not all y'all.
to talk that shit while we in the bistro. We gonna talk that shit like, hey baby, we don't gonna talk that shit. We'll get a couple of drinks in us, and on the way home, liquid courage. We think of all the shit we could have said.
Right.
This is my rendition of that. For the fellas to the ladies.
All right. Want to hear it? Go.
Here you go. I ride her home. She gone. I never see her again. Hey. Y'all start with that. I am a lyricist with Sylvia Plath syndrome, and you are my ancestral baby. I write these words in hopes that you will listen to what I have to say. I'm gonna marry you in an old-fashioned way, like broom jumping, or stomping on a crystal wine goblet wrapped up in your mama's handkerchief. Now, I don't know you, but I will. Still yet to learn the letters of your name, but it doesn't matter because the alphabet is such a pathetic thing when it comes to describing you. And baby, I'm a lyricist. With Miles Davis rebellion etched across my brain and Malcolm X sexuality coursing through my veins, and like both of them, I will fight for your love.
Well, come on.
I will fight for your love like Ali. I will fight for your love like the Archangel Michael when he threw Lucifer's pretty ass out of heaven for talking shit to God.
Oh,
Yes,
damn.
baby, I will fight. Better yet, I will whoop a motherfucker's ass. Better yet.
Better yet.
Because I'm driving drunk. Better yet, I will whoop a motherfucker's ass for your love. I will even whoop your ass for your love.
Hold on.
I will even whoop your ass for your love. Just to show you how serious I am about whooping ass. I'm gonna write songs about you that only dead soul singers can sing.
Come on.
Say I'm cooking for your love. While sitting on the dock of the bay with Otis, I'm gonna whistle a melody so sweet that it will make Beethoven rise from the grave just to write the notes down and die all over again because he can think of that shit himself. And it'll be a beautiful thing because I am a lyricist. And I want to fall in love with you. And I want you to fall in love with me. Yes, me, with all of my bullshit ways and my jive ass thinking. Yes, me, with all of this life's baggage and shortcomings. Yes, me, with all of my teeth.
Got all my
All this weight
teeth.
on my shoulders. Yes, me, baby. Yes, me. And I promise, I swear, before everything that is good and bad, that I will love you back.
Here you go.
Push it! Yeah.
That's what you're talking.
I would say,
That's
say
only
guys,
when you
I don't know, okay, then I didn't know if you knew we was ready.
You ready to do your thing today? Now this man right here is not a poet. He is not a poet. But he is gonna come out here and spit some of that shit. He's some poetry. And this was a release session. Y'all give it up for my big brother, Big Dave.
For my motherfucking nigga, most likely I'ma die before I'm a trip. I be running outside, I play with my niggas. It ain't going in, so with my nigga, my nigga, my nigga. My nigga, my nigga. My nigga, my nigga. My nigga, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need my ticket when you get through, dog. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I got you, don't worry about it. My name is Big Dave.
Big Dave.
And this is a public service announcement. I am not
Not
a
a
poet.
poet. Yeah.
But every now and then,
Yeah.
I managed to scribble some shit on some paper. But it sound kind of good.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
We with the shit.
Hey, this poem right here is called The Drunk Man and the Prostitute. Drunk man went to a funeral. He was dressed up in all black.
Respect the mic.
He said, I heard a motherfucker named Jim and Paul, and now I'm going after Jack. As the drunk made his way to the grave site, just to gather with his friends, the drunk stood up to pay his respect, lost his balance, and damn near fell in. But before he fell, a strong arm grabbed him. The drunk then snatched away. The drunk looked up and said, who the hell is you? She said, fool, I'm your damn classmate. Now this classmate, her name was Barbara. He ain't seen her in a very long time. They say before Barbara got on drugs and started selling pussy, Barbara used to be real fine. So they said,
Rewind.
his classmate, her name was Barbara. He ain't seen her in a very long time. They say before Barbara got on drugs and started selling pussy, Barbara used to be real fine. So they sit and talk for hours, reminiscing about the good old days. She looked at her and said, I gotta go right now. Drunk man, I gotta go get paid. He said, I'll see you later, Barbara. But before you leave, what type of work you do? Barbara smiled and said, I'm glad you asked. Drunk man, I'm a prostitute. Drunk man looked at Barbara. He said, you need to stop this shit. We both ugly as hell. We might as well get together because we about the best that we gonna get. Then he proceeded to ask for some pussy. She said, it's gonna be a fee. He said, you mean to tell me you want me to pay for that pussy? You get all this bitch for free? It's gonna be a fee. He said, you mean to tell me you want me to pay for that pussy? You get all this bitch for free? Then the drunk man told Barbara that the best things in life are free. And when you was born, God gave you that pussy. So why the hell you charging me? Hey, this poem right here is called I'm Fucked Up Right Now. Rewind right there, fuck it. Rewind. I'm fucked up right now.
No.
You know, I always said I'd be the best version of myself when I experience the most pain. But the truth is, ever since you came back in my life, I've been in the days that I just can't seem to get myself out of. It's like I'm caught in between an angel or a demon, a saint or a heathen, Bobby Blue Bland or James Cleveland. I'm fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Rewind. That's fucked up.
It's like I'm caught in between an angel or a demon, a saint or a heathen, Bobby Blue Bland or James Cleveland. I'm fucked up right now. And then you play me like strings akin to Geppetto and Pinocchio and move around the pieces of my brain that compartmentalizes my thought process. Therefore, you turn my message into a mess, my testimony into a test. Shit, I don't even know whether to read scripture or satisfy flesh. I'm fucked up right now.
Big game, baby.
I ain't a poet, motherfucker.
That's cool at all. I'm fucked up right now.
You are.
And then, every time I try to abort your negative energy, you overturn me like Roe versus Wade, so I have to go to plan B. Because guess what? I don't want to be concerned with shit that don't concern me. I'm fucked up right now.
Oh,
You know, I always said I'll be my greatest poet when I experience the most pain. Right. Well, I guess it ain't the time.
Casino.
Wait a minute, goddamn, this is royalty shit.
God damn, look how coming out of you, boys. You ain't trying to do a little portrait. It ain't time yet. Alright, so we gonna get some more lady energy after the break. But y'all don't mind if I spit a little shit real quick, right?
Go ahead.
Alright, so one thing about poetry, man, it helped save my life, man. I was diagnosed with a manic depression at 21 years old. When I was 14, I was jacking people. I had home invasion charges before I was 18 years old, and they would smoke legally. So I had to find something that I wanted to do that was gonna keep me alive and on earth, man. When I found poetry, man, it really gave me like a sense of belonging, you know what I mean? Like, shit, it like, when you angry and you don't have no way to lash out, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have like, no way to like, leave that shit, you do dumb shit. So the fact that poetry made me sit down somewhere and put words together and, you know, just try to calm myself down. So that's why I love the release session, and that's what this thing is all about. Dave, you the nigga, I fucks with you. We're gonna have lyric after the break, misdirected. We got Miss Sassy in the building, and anybody else that got something on their mind and heart. We gonna let y'all know on mic too. But I'm gonna give y'all a little testimony real quick.
They say I'm gone, but I hope I'm never forgotten. See, I derived from one of them closet prayers. I shed a soul of niggas still picking cotton. Yeah, I'm strapped. But please don't panic. I only use these verbs and metaphors to ease the minds of the frantic. My pops was born a preemie. My mere existence is a miracle. It's a blessing just to be me. Real shit. My life is like a movie, no script. I walk a very thin line, I can't afford to slip. Welcome to the mind of a manic, post-traumatic. I flipped my Trailblazer straight off the highway. It was a Thursday. Thank you, mama, for praying for your baby. They say you only live once. I misconstrued the elocution. If my life were a book, I completed the prologue. I'm still working on my conclusion. They thought your boy wouldn't make it. I spent my 19th birthday incarcerated. Lord, please forgive me for my sins. This life I'm living is complicated. You can't cry with spilled milk, learn to replace it. Real shit. If happiness had flavor, I just want to taste it. Familiar friends force false feelings like facelifts. I used to walk bare feet on gravel. I wore pro wing tennis shoes till they unraveled.
Me too.
Fact check. I'm from a place you can barely find on MapQuest. It was a single wide trailer on a dirt road on a dead end. They said I had very few outlets. Now my arrival be highly anticipated. They be calling me the college dropout. Shit, I'm making it. Congratulations. Tonight y'all meet a real one. I give food for thought like dinner. I heard they still killing off niggas, but y'all celebrating pilgrims.
Right.
Oh, shit! Oh, that's deep as fuck!
I give food for thought like dinner. I heard they still killing off niggas, but y'all celebrating pilgrims.
Right.
Damn, that's deep.
Thanks for giving. I pray all they souls is forgiven.
Right.
Me, I stay slow and steady like a turtle. You gotta make the best of a bad situation. Don't make cheese like when milk curdles. Please understand this black and these blues because I bruise dark purple. That's the color of royalty. Take it from a king. There's a huge difference when we talk love and loyalty. And I'll take the latter. Cause this loyalty is like taking a punch to the bladder. That shit hurts. Right. Stay true to yourself. Teach, build, go get it. by all means necessary, formulate your plan, but then go maximize it. Yeah, speak your mind, but don't be too specific. Let's be more logistic. My big daddy, what I always say, accumulate knowledge, young man, but then go pass it. Y'all just heard some real shit.
Yeah. Boy, yo, deep ass.
Snap it up, snap it up.
All I hear is black man that and black man this. It's about time y'all heard the gospel from a real king's lips. See, I don't beat on no women. I take care of my kids. I am a revolutionary trying to lay a foundation like Benjamin Banneker did. It's kind of hard to sleep when you lay your head where past slaves were slain. It becomes hard to think when they judge you by color, not what's in your brain. It becomes hard to breathe when killing my kind becomes so mundane. It's such a shame. I share the same mind frame as Medgar Evers. I'll probably be martyred, probably manslaughter. Channel 5 News will call it an accident like when they killed my good friend's daughter. I do have feelings. We less than 7% of this population, yet we involved in most of the killings. Yeah, they killing us, but they see us killing each other. I lack of pride in our history. We begin to devalue our brothers. And then our sons suffer, leaving black women to raise black men in a white man's world. Then we sit left to wonder. They want to be like me, but won't take the time to ponder. They rather assume. They think we're the same because we wear similar sized breeches. They came to separate sectors. Shit, I came to build bridges. You can't even kneel for what's right. They call you sons of bitches. It's ridiculous. The Bible say the man with bronze with wool like hair. They even take that away from us. They make us slave for dollars. New age cotton. They tell us to forgive. We forgave, not forgotten. They tell us to forgive. We forgave, not forgotten. Sharpen your steel, young men. The enemy's constantly plotting. We lack spark. We need to revitalize. Take pride in your work. Show some heart. We began from the bottom. They were giving head starts. My grind is relentless. There's no overtime. We living on borrowed time. They lack personality. Shit, they stole mine.
That part, rewind.
They lack personality, so they stole mine. Man, I ain't angry. I'm just protecting what's left. My skills are my wealth. Never borrow from a man what you can acquire yourself. We don't depend on others, depend on self. Money does grow on trees. If we educate our own, we begin to prosper from our seeds. And teach literacy and create legacies. But then ultimately, and then inevitably, we begin to take back everything we lost. But only with y'all help surviving this black Holocaust. We're gonna take it to the break, man. Do you think?